places or special areas to work. They respect that and they coordinate that. When the miners extract their minerals, they have to pay a small taxa. It's like the rent of the working place. They have to pay like the 15% of the production first to the cooperative. In Potosí we have like 37 different cooperatives. Cooperatives are like the controllers of the mines. In all the mountain there are like 400 different mines and there are like 182 mines in operation. According to the last statistics, there are like 10 to 12,000 miners working more or less in this mountain. When the miners pay the 15% of production to the cooperative have to pay like the 7% of production to the government, because the owner of the mountain is the government. The rest 85% is for miners. If they are like 4 or 5, they share between them. They share the profits between them. And that's the reason we said the miners are working for themselves. What it means? Here the miners decide how many hours or how many days they want to work in the mine. If they want, they can work all the week, 7 days a week. They can work like 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 or 24 hours. Just staying here. Not going outside, just staying here. Or like the other miners, they came to work at 2 o'clock in the morning and finish at 10 o'clock in the morning as well. And they're going to come back. So I told you here they decide. In Potosí, everyone can be a miner. There are not specific requisites. Only requisite for to be a miner is to be just strong. That's the reason just men are working here, no women. Miners are very superstitious. They believe if there are women working in the mines, the women bring bad luck or the minerals disappear. That's their opinion. Just in 1932, when we had the Chaco War, Bolivia against Paraguay, for 3 years, men were fighting in the war and the women were working in the mines, just in 1932. Now we have women that are working outside the mines. We call them palliris. Palliris means the women who have to choose or select the minerals in small rocks or small bags, but just outside. Most of the palliris, most of the women, they are widows. What it means, their husbands were miners and they died in them. Nobody knows exactly for how many years more the miners or the people are going to work here. Nobody knows. Maybe 30, 40, 50 or 60 years more. We don't know exactly. Just depends of the minerals that remain in the mountain. Now most of the miners are extracting like the minerals like the zinc, lead, tin, silver, wolfram, copper, antimonium, like that. But now the minerals are coming like a combination, like a mix. What it means? This side like zinc, the other side like silver, and the rest is rocks, waste, or stones. We call that complejo. No more pure minerals now like many years ago. When the Spanish came here in 1545, they take or they extract pure silver, native silver, like 85% or 90% of pure silver. But the Spanish, they didn't work here. They force, they obligate to the indigenous people, local people, to work in the mines. Indigenous people, local people, they had to work, or they used to work in the mines, staying here for almost 1 year, working like 18 to 20 hours per day, just with coca, drinking la chicha made with corn, and eating just some beans like cereals. And their salary was really bad. That's the reason, according to our history, like 80 million of indigenous people, local people, and black people died in this mountain. 8 million. That's the reason we have this expression. We said, we eat the mines, and the mines eat us as well. Also today we have problems with people who is dying in the mines. But about that I'm going to tell you later. After the tour outside the mines, I'm going to tell you how many miners die every year, how many tourists later, okay? Some miners are working manually, what it means, using hammer and chisel to make cylindrical holes for dynamite. Or if they want to bring up their minerals, they have to carry minerals on bags like my bag, from the low levels until outside. In some places they have to crawl, climb, all that things. Just some of the miners, some of the groups, they are improving their conditions using some machines like jackhammers or pneumatic drills to make cylindrical holes for dynamites. That's the reason the pipes that you see here, those pipes transport compressed air. That's for the jackhammers or pneumatic drills. It's not for oxygen. Other miners, if they want to bring up their minerals from the low levels, they are using winches, elevators, electric winches, similar like elevators. Or other miners are using trolleys, electric wagons. We're going to see in a few minutes more. The conditions are not the same for all of them. It depends of their working place, working area. To extract the minerals, miners have to follow the mineral lines or mineral veins like this. This is like the line, like the vein. This one. This is like, it's like an example. It's not a real, but I'm going to show you another one. The mineral line, mineral vein is like this. Those lines, those veins go from north to south, vertical, up and down, and the miners have to cut across from east to west or from west to east. Or more easy. The mountain is like a triangle, you know, and the lines are going like this. And miners have to cut across from this side or from the another side, maybe up or down. In the places where the line, where the mineral vein is wide or is good, in that places miners are using jackhammers or pneumatic drills to make cylindrical holes for dynamite. Or in the places where the mineral line, mineral vein is very thin or very narrow, in that places miners are working just manually. That's also the miners told me as well, when they're working here, is like to play the lottery. What it means, if the miners have good luck, they can find good minerals and they can get to make good money. Or when the miners don't find minerals, it means no money. Here miners are working just with their experience, just with their knowledge. Here no machines, no detectors, no computers, just experience. Now the salary that the miners are earning or making here is much better than the money can we get to make in Potosí. In Potosí basic salary is like 700 bolivianos per month. Here miners can make like 1,500, 2,000, 3,000 bolivianos per month. That money is much better, but what happened here? Here is risk, dangerous and hard job. Main problem for miners here is the dust. More further in, you are going to feel the dust. That's the main problem. When they are working many years here, they can get one big illness. We call that illness silicosis. Silicosis means like the black lungs or cancer in your lungs. That's the reason expecting of life of miners are between 45 to 55 years. One example, when one miner has the silicosis already, all the time he's cooking and he's spitting blood and he died. Because for silicosis, no medicines, no treatments, no doctors. Most of the miners are conscious about that, but what can they do? Potosí is just a mining city. The mines moves our economy here. All the things that we have around Potosí are related or interconnected with mines. What it means, if one day, if we're going to close the mines, maybe Potosí is going to be like a ghost hand or ghost. Second class, we call them second hands, and the third class miners are the assistants or helpers. What it means, the new miners. If you want to be a miner, you have to start from the bottom. You have to join to one group. Like third class miner, with years you can be second class miner, and with more years you can be like the first class miner. If you want to be the first class miner, you have to work in the same group, in the same mine, for 15 years more or less. It's a long way, just experience or working every day.